Hello guys, what is up? I am Lee, 121, and welcome to episode 16 of my blind playthrough of Final Fantasy II for the Game Boy Advance. Last time, the Ultima Tomb was finally ours. Today, who knows? I'm not too sure what we're supposed to do with the Ultima Tomb, but I'm gonna carry on and see what happens. We're nearing the end of the playthrough nonetheless. If you guys are hyped for more Final Fantasy II here on the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and ring that bell to get notified anytime I load on the channel. Last episode on the card up here. Anyways, I have a new Co-comm on me. Introduce yourselves.
Hello there. I am Cuba. I do drawing. Also, I apparently have become a pseudo-expert on Final Fantasy II.
He was one of the few who told me that this is gonna be a ride, and boy, it has been a ride to say the least.
This game, it's a wonderful mess. I don't hate it, but I also don't like it. It's a fun game though, regardless.
I can say why, but man, it's been interesting times for our playthrough. As I go through this battle, like the point of something, I did do quite a bit of grinding off screen. By the console of Gun and Dime, shout out to him once again for helping me get this game. I have grinded my defense up to a very high amount, so you can see here defense, my shield levels are pretty much skyrocketed to double digits. That's because just in case I need to evade more.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But other than that, I'm not too sure where to go next. I have the Ultima Tomb, so I'm not sure what that means.
The Ultimate Tome? The Ultimate Tome is, it's basically, the quote-unquote, best spell. As for where you need to go, well, who gave you the quest?
I forgot. That's the thing. Oh yeah, in this case, I can't enter here, so I have to go to Castle Finn, I think.
That is certainly a possibility, yes.
I thought for once, I remember the first time when I went there, I couldn't get in. I was like, wait, is my game glitched?
Yeah, a lot of this game relies on triggers. But to be fair, that's how a lot of these early games work. Not all of them. Most of them.
Alright, let's see what they have to say now that you have the Ultima Tomb. Empress foul magic control even the winds. Pa, Paloma, Altera, Getra, all will destroy one to another. Now the Cyclone is headed for Finn. The Emperor himself is controlling the Cyclone, I have no doubt. Well, now that we're at the Ultima Tomb, what does that mean?
It's, do you want me to tell you, or?
Tell me.
Alright, so it's basically the ultimate spell. It's Ultima.
So should I let it now?
The way that it works in this game, and before you equip it to anyone, and I'll give you that as a heads up, it has a weird mechanic where the spell doesn't get stronger by using it over and over again. It actually gets stronger through mastery of all the other spells. So whoever is gonna have that spell has to master every single type of magic for that spell to actually do something.
How about if I use it on myself, if I have no spells?
It will be absolutely garbage. I did that on my playthrough. I was dealing like 30 damage.
Oh boy.
So I am giving you that as a heads up.
So what does that mean? Because I have
common mistake of that game.
Well, here's the thing though. I have Scourge level 1, Teleport level 2, Blink level 3. The rest of them are not that bad. 8, 8, and 8, 9.
The thing is, you have to master spells.
So everything has to be level 10 or some sort?
It has to be as high as it can go.
The more
and
level
the more
10s, the better?
Get mastered for that character, the stronger that spell gets.
So basically you don't teach it yet, but start...
If I recall correctly, some spells can get up to level 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gonna depend on your spells.
Can I beat the game without Ultima?
You totally can. I did that. Like I said, I put it on my main. The only spell I gave my main was a healing spell as a precautionary kind of just in case shit hits the fan. I have other means of healing. That was basic. Yeah, that was basically my strategy, and I was like, oh, it might work like other games where you just equip it to whoever you want, and spell does good damage. You might just have to grind it. No. They decided that this is the only spell that actually behaves differently. This is you don't train that spell. You just simply rely on every other spell to do the work.
That's gonna be rough.
It is rough, but it is like I think I mentioned this to you. I forget which episode it might have been, but Final Fantasy II set up a lot of tropes for Final Fantasy in general, and one of them being the ultimate weapons or spells. And that trope, what it does, it basically rewards you for knowing the mechanics or doing certain things, right? The main issue is as soon as you kind of have it, it's kind of ridiculous. It's stupid broken, basically. At least in this version, as soon as it got fixed, I will mention this. On the NES version, and thankfully we're not playing the translated fan-made version, that spell is actually broken. It still thinks that it can level up through grinding, so it will never level up if you master a spell. So, in the NES, it was completely broken. So, thankfully, I believe it has been fixed in this version of the game.
Okay.
So, it is not a waste of space. It's not the plot MacGuffin.
So, basically I need to get everything to level 15 off screen. What would they use the Ultima Tomb?
Yeah, you have to basically grind every single spell in the game to its maximum.
Wait, in the game?
In order for that spell to be the most powerful spell in the game.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense, that makes sense.
For that specific character.
Oh,
Not
wow.
every single character has to be mastered. It's just whoever is going to be casting it has to be, you know, 100% mage.
Man, that's quite crazy. But even then, you managed to defeat the game without even needing Ultima.
Yeah, because again, it just sets up that trope. It's the trope of the ultimate weapon or the ultimate spell.
Okay.
Where the game just gives you a stupid broken weapon, and by the time you get it, the game is basically done and over with. So
I see.
The only good use for it is again maybe the final boss, just to kind of be like, I can do damage.
Yeah, the satisfaction.
Yeah, it's basically your extra satisfaction. It's just simply walking into the final boss and be like, listen, alright. As soon as this is done casting, game's over.
So, in that case... Those at Castle Finn did say about Cyclone coming, if they only had flight, so...
Well, a Cyclone is coming.
Does
so
that
you
mean I need to
know
go
where
to Paloom then? Or Poth, sorry?
I mean, you can try. I know where to go next. You might not have checked with everyone, but you got options.
I don't know why I decided to walk all the way there, but okay.
Hey, you're grinding.
I guess. Somewhat, because technically if it's gonna take that forever, I might not even need to grind. Although, technically grinding my weapon level, weapon class level may not be the worst thing.
It's never like the worst thing in this game to kind of level up or grind anything. It's just obviously, do you have the time, or when is the best time for you to kind of put that time in? Because again, there really isn't a lot of, because it isn't a Final Fantasy where it's experience based. It's about how many times you do a specific action. So any enemy will do.
Oh my goodness. Counter after encounter after encounter.
That's probably also the worst thing about this game, is just the encounter rates are
Ridiculous.
kind of ridiculous. But to be fair, if they weren't there, this game could be beaten probably in like 3 or 4 hours. If you knew what you were doing. Yeah, I'm about right.
Oh wait, I went
Just
wrong.
to kind of put it into perspective, the encounters alone add almost an hour of game time, and the current speed run for this game is 3 hours.
My goodness. The fact that someone can finish this game in less than 3 hours is quite ridiculous. 777.
Well,
I'm just getting a lot of items. Oh wait, what? Did I go the wrong way?
oh, is it not letting you into the town?
Oh my goodness, why?
I've never seen it not letting you just get into the town, but okay. Oh, that's right. Okay.
You now know where I am.
This game doesn't do that much of a good job to show that off.
Oh, you mean you mean you mean that they completely sidetracked me?
You're on sidetrack, but what the game is supposed to show you is certain towns being destroyed to give you a hint that you probably want to head to this town instead. I think this version, it doesn't do that good of a job.
Oh, because it doesn't look as though it's destroyed.
It doesn't look as destroyed as it should be, because it's
Ah. Well, that's fun.
So it is definitely not this town. But yeah, that would normally prevent you from.
But does that mean that the airship is no longer usable?
I'm not paying. That's a spoiler.
Yeah, it's no longer usable. Oh my god, I had to go all the way back again. See, I really want to attack, but it's like I'm just wasting my time. I just keep fighting.
I mean, that's the main issue of this game, is like you don't feel like you're doing progress a lot of times, because you spend that either half of the time trying to run away or grinding.
Yeah, it's just like
That's why this game gives me so many mixed feelings. Because for apart, I can appreciate what it did. But certain mechanics I just kind of don't like.
Oh my
But other
goodness!
mechanics, I'm like, yeah, this works wonderfully. So, but it's also not a shitty game. Like, I know that there's a lot of people that will look at this Final Fantasy and be like, this is the worst Final Fantasy ever. And let me tell you, there are far worse Final Fantasies than this one. In my opinion.
I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. No opinion is wrong, per se.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Doggone it, I hate that too!
Hey, don't worry. That's still something. You're still leveling up through that.
That's also why I don't like sometimes. Just the menu sometimes just... You think you can attack the person at the back, but the problem is that it's not on the first 2 rows of enemies, so it doesn't count.
No.
And then it actually goes to you, I'm like, no, I didn't want to do that. Ugh.
I mean, since you're not in a dungeon, it doesn't really matter, and 2, it actually kind of helps you if you want to increase the health stat.
It does.
So it's not the worst. It's the worst when you're in a dungeon. Because you at that point don't have too many resources. You can't really be like, alright, cool, I'm just gonna camp here. And get my health back, or I'm gonna go to the town. Can't really do that in a dungeon.
So where am I supposed to go if there are certain towns that were destroyed? I think he said Altair.
Did you check did you check all the, not only the castle, but, you know, the people in the, around the castle?
You mean Finn?
Yeah.
No one says that? Okay.
Yeah, you should have, like, every time that you finish a quest, you kind of have to talk to everyone in the town.
Ah.
The game gives you that kind of loot, for the most part. It's either someone in the castle or someone in Finn. Because remember, you have people of your, you know, freedom fighting force, both in the castle, and in the town. So those are your resources. So.
Indeed. Hang on, keep on it. Really? On the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time we've seen the bridge, like, look of it.
Yeah, I would say even though it's very rare, because you're only there for, like, 3 frames at most.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead.
That's not good. Alright, man, I don't really care about money anymore since I'm rich.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully this isn't like other Final Fantasies where, at least the early kind, where they try to increase the prices of every inn based on how much health you have.
I see that.
Which, yeah, that balances out, but at the same time, it's like, okay. Why?
Plan on going into that thing? You do realize you're quite mad. Tell you what, I've been keeping a few things stashed away. I want you to have them. Try figuring around the wall near my bed. Okay, fine, I can figure out what was that crack doing there this whole time. There we go.
There you go.
Black garb, thieves' gloves, elixir, silver cuirass, blood sword, gold hairpin, gold cuirass, ruby cuirass.
Nice, you got more equipment. Excellent.
A sword that steals the blood of its foe. So it's basically,
Life steal.
yeah. Well, it's not really that great. I already have the golden hairband. I'm using the giant's help because it gives me more attack. Or slightly more attack at that.
Alright.
I think it's another black garb. Oh yeah, I do have the power vest on you. No, I'll keep the extra attack. That, however, I will do it. Yeah, that's probably it. The items he gave me.
I would say you haven't used all the keywords to the people that you should talk to on the castle as well. That's my next hint.
I think I know what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, because you have to learn a specific thing to trigger a specific thing.
I see. Or not, never mind. I'll be you, that's why I talked to her. Are you back at the hideout? Well, that was where I found the thing.
Yep, the one where you just kind of jump through the what you needed to do. Alright, what? Did you spoke to the princess or the thing?
Well, the only thing I tell also was the Cyclone, but nothing else. Even if I told her about the Ultima Tomb, which I already got.
Are you sure you exhausted all the questions?
Next out to the Cyclone, no doubt. What's that mean?
There you go.
But I already did the Wyvern part, I thought.
Yeah, but read what you have to do.
Pen... I did... Wait, no. I did that, actually. I remembered. There was one time I used the pendant in front of the mirror and it showed me something. I just thought that was already the thing that I already did by putting the egg into the lake.
Well... That's part of the events that you have to do, yes.
I remember doing this. False the image again. Oh, now it activates. Okay.
There you go.
Image of a young wyvern shimmers in the mirror. The last wyvern egg has finally hatched and the wyvern is speeding toward Finn. I see.
You have to do things in a specific order.
Ah, no wonder when I did it the first time, it only showed me an egg and that was it. And honestly, the first thing I thought was, oh, it's just telling me that I probably should keep that in mind.
Yeah, because you figured out, well, I don't have access to certain things, so how do I get to this Cyclone? We're gonna go inside, right?
Wyvern and Dragoon are together once more.
The path has been sealed.
I see. So now that we activated that, a bit young perhaps. More violent, well, most weaker at the center. Well, then again, that's the property of a cyclone or a tornado. The weakest point is definitely the center. Oh yeah, I remember this thing. I remember coming here as I wait, it's like, what is that?
Well, it's a Cyclone. And it just materialized into a dragon, yep. That's 100% how that works.
Hey man, sometimes the limitations cause things to happen. Oh, not you again.
Congratulations, you're in the next dungeon. Have fun. that's, that's my best advice I can give you in this dungeon.
Oh boy, that's bad signs already if you're gonna tell me that. I'm fearing for my life, honestly. And I thought I was already fearing enough during my trek inside the tower when I keep thinking to myself I was under-leveled.
Yeah, this game kind of does a really weird cycle where it asks you to grind for a little bit, then you do fine, and you would think just by progressing through the game, you would just have enough resources, but then it's like, now you have to grind a little bit more again. So,
Which again, I find ridiculous that that's how you're supposed to unlock the ultimate tomb.
You should technically be fine.
Oh wait, what?
If you already did your grinding, because you said you did that off stream, you should be fine for the most part.
I'm double-digit level in terms of, I'm double-digit level in terms of, fields. And honestly, I really couldn't be bothered with, I'll be honest, I really couldn't be bothered in terms of, the invasion, because honestly, I really couldn't grind for it at all. I even tried looking up, like, sources. They don't actually explain perfectly well how to grind evasion.
Evasion is the hardest to grind. Because it's basically based on action.
Ripper.
And it's literally... The way that you grind it is based on successful evasions.
Oh, it's a
So
knife.
you have to train on an enemy that would be missing quite a lot on you, if I recall correctly.
Sound about right, yeah.
Or it's better, in my opinion, grinding for evasion is not that worth it. Not because evasion is a shitty stat or anything like that. No, it's actually one of the best stats in the game. But rather because if you grind something else, you don't have to worry about that stat.
And that is grinding on HP?
No, you would have to grind a specific spell.
Oh. Is there a spell that I have?
There is a spell that increases your evasion. Yeah.
Aha, but I'm only level 3 though, that's a problem.
Yep. But if you actually manage to grind that, the advantage of that spell is that it makes it so that enemies can't hit you as often. The way that mechanically speaking both Final Fantasy 1 and 2 work is getting hit is not the worst, it's how many times you got hit. So that's why evasion is such a good thing to kind of grind. But it's better to grind the spell than the stat.
Oh no, not these again.
Yep. This game loves using those.
Oh, crying loud.
Yeah, the wood golem also does work.
My assumption that he's gonna be with the fire, but I'm gonna continue training that up. Really? Oh, there we go. There we go, level 4 blink. Poison Axe. It doesn't really help me. Wait a minute, where am I supposed to go?
Upwards.
That? Oh, of course it is. Wait, upwards?
Yeah, I mean, you're climbing a cyclone. Somehow.
That's true, somehow. Or...
Final Fantasy logic.
There'll have to be something behind them, because I couldn't find any way upwards.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, could be wrong.
I mean, you saw me trying to, like, enter, like, possible, like, hidden area, a hidden, like, pathway.
Yeah, I think some of these would have hidden areas. Sometimes you do have to go down a little bit to go back up, like
Yeah.
in other dungeons.
Also, just try to go track to see if there's anything I missed.
I think this dungeon isn't the worst. It's actually fairly straightforward. It's just that the biggest pain in the butt is literally all the enemies that you're gonna face.
I'll take
If
that.
you're not prepared, they do a lot of damage and have a lot of stats effects.
Hmm.
And that's what kind of makes this dungeon a little annoying. But getting around the dungeon, it's not the worst. It's not like certain early dungeons where there's like,
Oh, wow.
pick a door, any door. I swear it's not a trap.
Oh my goodness, yeah, those ones stink.
Yeah, this dungeon is not like that. So this dungeon has that going for it. Man, thank God that this version of the game allows you to save.
Oh, I thought that was the... I thought I had a hunch there. Oh wait, there's the stairs. I didn't see that the first time.
Sometimes there's alternate paths just to kind of get more items. Other times it's just simply you have to go down a level just to go back.
Yeah.
Level. It's a thing that certain dungeons kind of taught you, but this one is the one that is like, it's actually not that bad traversing this dungeon. Outside of the hurt tile, those are why. Just why.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because you need to get your resources drained somehow.
To be fair, their saving is like infinite, so it's not like I can't like save before I go into a door and it's like, oh haha, too bad you took the wrong door. At least I can save before and it's like, if I really don't want to deal with it, I'll just like, oh, reset. It's not the worst thing.
It's not the worst thing, but that's also because you're playing on the GBA version of the game.
That is true.
That is one of the biggest advantages of the GBA version. If you're willing to do that, that's okay. If you're not willing to do that, or if you're playing other versions of the game, you kind of have to either rely on an older save, map out everything, and be like, not this door, let's try this one, and reload the save, or you'll simply take it. Just take the punishment.
Yeah, indeed.
I know that certain runs do require on the trap rooms, solely because there are so many encounters. And if you want to grind specific things, you can kind of get into fights quite quickly. and just get to do the things that you need to do out of the way quickly.
I'll spare that. That'll just allow you to go faster. That's why I put it there. Actually, wait.
Forget my levels when I was here, or like how much health I had.
Well, I'll show you real quick, yeah.
It was fairly even-ish.
Here's some stats you can see. Honestly, I wish I actually had grinded on axe, because honestly, I've been finding a very good axe items to use. Plus, I have 2 people using axes on my team, which is not the best look.
I mean, axes have strange properties. The way that they work is that they have high damage but low accuracy.
Ah.
But if you have a character that actually knows how to use an axe, you'll be more likely to land successful hits. So it kind of mitigates that weakness of the axe.
Interesting.
I mean, also to be fair, even using basic non-damaging weapons like you were using there as staff, normally speaking in other Final Fantasy games, that is a bad idea usually. Because you only end up dealing like 50 damage, 100 damage maybe, and that's it. But in this game, it allows you like, oh no, you wanna use a staff as an actual weapon. No, we give you the chance. we give you that chance, so you can actually do that damage.
Oh my goodness, really?
Thankfully, it was it's not that bad, especially with the characters that you got. In fact, despite this being slow, I would be like, yeah, no, this is okay. Except for this. I do like
Miss
animation. But the reason why I'm normally okay with facing a lot of magical enemies and they do multicast like that, it's guess what you're training? You're training magic defense.
That's true.
And you're not putting your party in danger. So, it's not the worst.
Oh my goodness, how many times?
Look, it's raining frogs. That's what the weatherman said.
I mean, weather over here has not been that bad. A lot more cooler than usual.
Speaking of which, that is an actual phenomena. Since we're on the actual location where this could potentially happen.
I'm not surprised.
I forget where. But basically what happened was a tornado or a cyclone ended up picking up, like, frogs. And it just dropped them off somewhere else, so it was practically raining frogs from the sky.
Right, I was trying to run from them, honestly.
Yeah.
We want to deal with them. Works. Hi.
Which again, it's not.
But
No, again, like this whole dungeon, it's like not the worst. It's just basically the biggest danger that you got is all those status effects, and if you can dodge them, you're fine. Because yeah, you get like essentially like the Devil's Bloom or other enemies like those wizards that can turn you into frogs. If you have poor defenses, it becomes a really annoying dungeon.
E. Hey. A lot of interesting items though, I'll be honest, like that I haven't seen before. Botchus' wine. Wine that resists attack at the cost of lowering invasion. Interesting.
It basically gets you drunk.
Ah, that's true.
Like, that's literally the joke.
That's quite cool, I'll be honest.
With the references as well. But, it's a recurring item in some Final Fantasy.
Ow. Even in FF14?
FF14 literally has you go on a quest to make Botchus' wine.
Dang.
Literally mandatory item. You can't progress the story unless you crack the Bacchus' wine. It's a very rare, one of a kind.
I mean, the only FF14 stuff that I remember was just seeing Dranico suffer with the card game. I remember, like, when I saw him, like, tell us how, like, badly designed it was, I was like, oh my goodness, why?
Yeah, the way that it works, and if I recall correctly, in most games, it's either
nice.
it gets you drunk, and by getting you drunk, it basically makes your character do more damage. And in that situation, it's either berserk or just straight up more damage, but you know, you can't dodge.
Oh god, and more of these things, but I did get the preemptive strike.
It's at least a few, it's not every single one.
That's true. Oh, there's some more invasion.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, really? I had a hint that was the wrong door, but I can easily smother this guy, even without fire.
Yep.
Okay, maybe I take back my word. There we go. That is a lot.
I would say this game is the one that I wouldn't say. Yeah, I would say that not introduced, because this was on Final Fantasy 1, but rather expanded the fact that enemies have weaknesses.
Ah.
Because on the original one, it was kind of a thing, but not always. And sometimes it was like, cool, the weakness does some damage, but I have a better alternative, even though it's not a weakness.
Heh.
Where in here, it's like, well, you got the options, as long as you actually, you know, train them.
Oh my goodness. How in the world are these guys not dead? So this is pretty much where you can see the doubt possibly settling in. It's like, wait a second, am I supposed to be here? Or did I make a mistake?
I do forget if this is a point of no return.
That's the problem. Also, I just got another sword level, which is actually perfect. Wait, how are these dead ends? Fuck on it.
Congratulations, you found the one room that actually has that. And yes, I am being 100% honest.
So I basically went the wrong way.
Yep. That room, it's literally just
Fun.
a trap room. It's just basically just an over-exaggerated trap
Fun.
room. You can what is it? Yeah, no, it's just literally just, if I recall correctly, trap rooms. The only good advantage of that area is that you basically get in so many fights that if you were like, oh man, I am not doing the hottest. How can I just, grind to do a little extra damage on this potentially pointer thrown return? Well, you can just simply come to stuff here.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if the glitch is
Oh
so
my
visible.
goodness. Really hate when that happens.
I mean, you have plenty of resources. It's not the worst.
Kinda don't, because I forgot to refill on high potions.
You have plenty of ethers.
That's true.
So, and if you use ethers in if you use heal in battle, that can also help you level that up.
Wait, you mean Ether in battle does more, it gives more hit?
No. I said healing in general. I started saying like ether, but I'm like, no wait. I meant just healing in general. Like if you just heal in general in the middle of a battle, that'll increase the stat for healing, like whatever spell you're using. So it's not the worst. Because you would be using this spell outside of battle.
Oh, just a general.
Yeah.
Level 5. You know what? I think it's finally time I do this as well. I only just learned Scourge, I think, last episode.
Yeah, general still does a lot of damage. Do be careful. Oh, I see. I see. He actually did damage.
At least I'm able to take it.
Yep. I would highly recommend increasing evasion so you don't get hit.
Oh my goodness, really?
He does 5 attacks, 5 or 6 attacks, I think, in a row. And if he misses a few of them, instead of being like 600, 700 damage, it's like 100, 200. Depending on the intensity of your
Got it.
blink. Oh well, you got it. Well, at least he increases strength.
Lots of stamina increases though, which is nice.
Nice, you got a diamond helmet.
Yeah, I need more defense.
And you didn't have to mine for it.
I think that just might be my one concern right now, is like whether I will have enough to get through this.
I'll say you basically do. It's just a matter of the top section, which I'm not gonna spoil, because that would be rude. But
Haha! Opie with the one-man raid, thank you so much. Hashtag meets crayon.
Delicious. I have no idea what that is.
I mean, to be fair, there is something as a blue cheese cigar, so. And no, you're not actually smoking blue cheese. It's more so like the shape of it is like a cigar.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Like, God, why would you fucking smoke blue cheese? that.
Smelly
Can you
throat.
even smoke blue cheese? I think it would just burn up before you would even get a chance to do any smoking, like completely.
I'm just thinking of like actually smoked blue cheese, like the actual like
I mean,
smoke.
like if you smoke a blue cheese, that's a different thing. That I'm sure could be possible, but
And tasty.
I haven't heard of that ever. Like, I would assume it would be tasty, but also I would assume that it might be hard to do because part of the blue cheese is the fact that you have mold on it. So smoking it could kill that mold.
That's true.
It would be either smoke the cheese beforehand and let them all take over.
Oh boy, not again.
Let me know how that works. That's a good question. I'm actually now curious. Is there such a thing as smoked blue cheese? I'm gonna look this up.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Then again, not the worst thing that someone has such that I know of.
Oh yeah, there is smoked blue cheese. Oh good, there's actually a few brands where I live.
Deltas literally got stunned for 1 second. It's like, oh, I'm stunned, and then I go get back up.
But basically, the way that they smoke blue cheese, which is something I didn't think about, is the same way that they do. What's the name of that thing? It's cold smoking, basically. It's what it's called.
That would make sense. Nice. And miss. That's always what I like to see. That's not gonna matter.
I just realized I don't think I'm allergic to penicillin anymore.
Where did that come from?
I was reading I was reading how's blue cheese being made because I was reading that how the smoking process is like. In order to make blue cheese. Oh hi, it's a Durgan. Hello,
Am I in
Durgan.
trouble?
Maybe. It depends what you do. You should be fine. But basically, penicillin cultures are used on the blue cheese making. And I was, as a little young baby, I was diagnosed to be allergic to penicillin.
I see.
So if I can eat blue cheese, that means I'm no longer allergic to penicillin.
And if you're wondering, yes, sometimes I've been throwing tombs to see if they work. Oh, wow. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whew. Healing staff. I'm not too sure that's useful though. Hang on.
Kinda. If you look at the item, it'll tell you why it's sort of useful.
Staff alive with restorative energy. That makes sense. A flute that calls for a cyclone. What?
Yeah, that's it just basically casts tornado. As for the healing staff, if you use it, I believe I'm not sure if it is still in this version of the game.
Whoa!
You can cast it again. Like basically, use it as an item while it's equipped, and I believe.
Hang on. Opie with the tier 1 sub to my_meat_stick. Thank you so much, Opie. I got loud, Opie.
How did that user get away with that name?
Good question. Uh-oh.
Twitch TOS be like, don't use anything naughty for the your naming, but also Twitch. Meat stick, that's fine. We'll allow it.
Yeah, we'll let that slide.
It's okay.
Once I get somewhat up right now. Get Berserk up and also level up as well, that skill. And when they don't crit, it's not that bad. But when they crit, oof. Can be somewhat rough to deal with. Oh! Wait, what?
I missed that. What?
Okay, so now I know what the healing stuff does, and that is very interesting.
Yeah, healing stuff is pretty good. It heals you.
Wait a minute. What happens if I have a healing staff in one hand? Well, Mario has healing staff in one hand and then Wizard Staff on the other hand.
You totally can do that, I believe.
That would be funny. It's just like, oh, sorry, I hate you. Let me heal you afterwards.
Like, I believe you can try that before you go.
That's stupid. Now that I say that.
Yeah, no, I believe that's 100% doable.
Is that how you can also increase HP?
No, the way that you increase HP is not by healing damage during battle, it's rather by being critically low in health at the end of the battle. And surviving that.
So hang on, does that mean that... Oh no. Opie again! This time G underscore spot underscore stimulator.
Oh my.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Oh no! But no, that means that, I'm just thinking to myself, like, you'll just keep hitting him and then killing him. Does that mean increased stamina or something like that? Nothing about it?
I don't remember, actually.
I guess
that's
that
actually a good question. I don't remember how to increase stamina. Health, I know that health is just simply make it out alive of a fight by losing a lot of health. Basically, but you can't heal. That gives you essentially better chances to increase that stamina.
Oh, doggone it, I went in a circle. I did not realize I was going in a circle there. That's quite ridiculous though, like, just think about it. Although, that would make Mario a lot more, what's that? Mage-based, where in the sense that he's mostly trying to cast spells and, like, heal. And not much else.
Oh, okay, I know. I just saw. I just decided, you know what, let's look that up real quickly, just so I am aware how that works. But to answer your question, both how to increase health and how to increase your stamina is the same method, which I have already mentioned.
That's quite broken though, everything about it. Like, a staff that heals your team. Basically, you don't even need to worry about Cura as much, and you can use most of your skills to Berserk and then use your spells on.
The staff is basically... How do I put this? It makes your healer... It makes that heal spell kind of useless, but it's useful if, say, that you have a black mage, like you just decided to have a character just be focused to be just black mage, right? You could instead give them that staff, and in worst case scenarios you can just heal, like use it to heal your party. On top of your white mage doing stuff. Additionally, obviously using it against the undead or creatures that are weak to white magic.
That's so ridiculous, and the heal is so much higher, that's why I'm saying that's quite broken.
I mean, it's because I believe it's based on your damage.
So basically because I have like a high staff level, now I'm gonna level 8.
Yeah. If
Oh,
you have a
hello,
low
am I-
staff level?
Am I here? Ah,
Maybe.
hello.
Congratulations, is the